It's late! You're alone! All the world's asleep except for you and the single flickering flame on your desk. Suddenly, a moth drawn to its light. It dances around you, then suddenly flits away. As the flame continues to dance, an idea strikes you. What if you were to light another candle? Would its glow match this one? Or would it be dimmer? Perhaps taking all of the light from the first? It seems impossible. How could two candles ever glow the same? But there must be a way. You search online, scouring forums, until finally you find what you need. A tutorial appears. Carefully following instructions, you gather materials, soften some clay, mold it into a shape, and place it into the wax. With shaking hands, you carefully melt the wax over the flame. After hours of work, it's done. A second candle, identical to the first. Now comes the moment of truth. Will it glow the same? You take the second candle and place it beside the first. To your astonishment, the second candle doesn't just light, it glows brighter than the first. And at that moment, you understand. In giving light, you don't lose it, you multiply it. A single flame can light thousands, making the world a brighter place without losing its own glow. This is the candle paradox. And with that, you set down your tools, ready to rest after a long day. But something catches your eye. A flicker in the distance, a lone candle waiting in the dark. Without hesitation, you grab your things and head out into the night, eager to share the light. Arriving at a small hut, you knock on the door and wait. A moment later, it opens and you step inside. Before you is a sight that makes your heart soar. Hundreds of candles line the walls, casting a warm glow across the room. And in the center sits a figure, their face illuminated by the dancing flames. You came, they say, smiling warmly. I knew you would. There's so much darkness in the world, and it's hard to keep a flame alive when you're all alone. But together, we can light 1,000 more. And with that, you do. You take a small piece of clay and mold it into a candle. As the flames dance around you, you see the joy on their faces and feel a warmth that spreads through your chest. With each new flame, the room grows brighter, chasing away the shadows until every corner is aglow. Finally, as the last candle is lit, the room is filled with radiance and the darkness is gone. Looking around, you realize there are now thousands of candles burning brightly. And in that moment, you understand the darkness cannot exist where there is light. And in giving, you don't lose what you have, you gain even more. Genuinely happy, you settle in to enjoy the warmth. The paradox is clear. Giving creates abundance. And in this room, filled with light, you realize the power of sharing. Hours pass, and as the first candle begins to fade, you notice something incredible. Even though its flame is dimming, the other candles burn brighter than before. And you understand. When one burns out, another takes its place, keeping the light alive. And in doing so, you don't lose your flame. You only multiply it. In fact, you have more now than when you started. And you know that no matter how many candles burn out, the light will continue. Because in this room, you've created a flame that won't fade. As the first candle burns out, leaving behind nothing but smoke and memory, the others continue to glow. And in that moment, you understand that you have more than you started with. And you realize that in giving, you don't lose what you have. You gain even more. And with that, you settle in to enjoy the warmth. Looking around, you see that each candle, though separate, is connected to the others. And in that moment, you understand. You're not just keeping a flame alive. You're creating an entire constellation of light. This is the candle paradox, that in giving your flame, you don't lose it. You multiply it. In sharing what you have, you create abundance. And in generosity, you discover that light shared becomes light multiplied. And with that, you join the others in the clay hall, and together, you burn brightly,